Hello guys and welcome to the channel. It's Erad. Normally this is the kind of video that I would make on my second channel, Erad Reacts and Plays. I know that this is more like reacting to the news, but it's really something that's important and I really believe that it needs to have an audience that is as wide as possible because Turbulent, which is the studio based in Montreal, they have been working with CIG for a while now on their website, on some of their web tech. They've been working also on persistent entity streaming as well. We've seen Benoit Beauséjour quite a bit when we saw some content from Clan Imperial Games regarding persistent entity streaming. Well, Turbulent was fully acquired by Clan Imperial Games. This is not a surprise. Already, Clan Imperial Games owned some stakes in Turbulence. The two companies had been intertwined for a very long time, for about a decade or so right now. But now this is it. Turbulent is one full part of Clan Imperial Games. And so, well, there's a communique on the website that's going to tell us a little bit more about what's going on here with this merger. Hi everyone, we have some very exciting news to share with you all. After more than a decade of fruitful partnership and years working together in the trenches to build something in the industry has never seen before, we decided that it was time for CIG and Turbulent to finally officially join forces. We entered into an agreement several months ago, but have now completed the arrangement to merge our companies, with Turbulent formally joining Clan Imperial Games family this past week. So this is it. Actually, it's something that I've been doing for quite some time, but this is it. They are part of the company. Now, I really wonder how they have acquired Turbulent. How much? I want to know the financial details. I don't think this communique will be telling us. Probably we are going to know more about the details of this merger when we're going to have the financial results at the end of next year, because the end of this year will be the result from last year, right? But nevertheless, that's also something I'd like to know. How much? Because how did they buy Turbulent, right? Of course, they bought Turbulent with our money, our backers' money. How much of that money was that? Are we talking about a few $1 million or a few dozen $1 million or a few $100 million? I don't know. I have no idea how much a company like Turbulent would be worth. Also, did they actually use our money or have they taken a loan? That's also something that I would like to know. And maybe this communique will tell us, but I don't think so, right? Anyway, we first met Turbulent CTO Benoit Beauséjour and CEO Marc Baudet back in November 2012. We had just launched our crowdfunding campaign, and not wanting to be beholden to Kickstarter, we decided to build our own website that would allow us to continue our campaign as well as develop a platform to engage with our rapidly growing community. This is, of course, robotspaceindustries.com, which is still out there, which is still collecting funds for the creation of Squadron 42 and Star Citizen. As is well known, the initial response to the Star Citizen campaign was beyond any of our expectations, so much so that our quickly built site couldn't handle the sheer interest of people back in the project. Yeah, I remember how many times have the Clan Imperial Games, not Clan Imperial Games, but Robot Space Industries website crashed, right? Because so many people were connecting, so many people were buying packages. It was just insane, right? It must have kept them really busy, right? We opened a parallel campaign 10 days later on Kickstarter to help ease the demand on our site, but we realized we had seriously underestimated our need for a robust website with a scalable platform better suited to a much larger audience. Luckily, one of our early external developers partners in Montreal introduced us to Turbulent. Oh, so that's how they got to Turbulent, basically with a contact that they already had. Pretty quickly, we realized that we were going to be working with talented, agile, and innovative web development company here. More than that, we found a group of developers who shared our ambition and vision to disrupt the industry. Yeah, it really seems that ever since the beginning, I've seen people at Turbulent, especially Benoit Beauséjour, who's been the face of this company. They've always seemed to be very involved in the project, in Star Citizen, and I mean, if we have persistent entity streaming, again, as I said, it's partly something that we owe to them too. If this is something that's actually working right now, quite quite well. I mean, we had, of course, a turbulent launch, if I may say so, right? But ever since like 3.19.1, I'm having a great time right now in Star Citizen. I'm enjoying regs and things that just stay in the verse and play with them and make money out of them, and it's really exciting, right? And it's thanks to them. It's something that we should always remember, right? The agility we needed at the start of this project, and that we still need today, didn't phase Turbulent. They innovated solutions and later in our relationship invented new technologies, methods, and software to support a completely different approach to game development, whether it was by supporting the incredible fluidity of our ecosystem or enabling us to communicate and showcase our developers' progress. Yeah, they've always been there in Inside Star Citizen. They've been there in Star Citizen Live. They've always been very, I would say, available for Jared and his team to show us what they're doing. And it's something that I suppose that a lot of backers out there are really appreciative of. So, features such as the concierge program, issue cancel, telemetry system, community hub, Galactipedia, roadmap, award-winning star. I like the sense of humor here with the award-winning star. Yeah, and Spectrum social network are some of the public-facing elements that Turbulent build. That is a lot of things that they build for CIG, right? And all of these, we are using them all the time. And behind the scenes, Benoit and his team started to help us publish features and functions like our launcher. And in more recent time, the team has been a core part of the efforts for cloud services, persistent entity streaming, and server meshing as well, which is going to be the staple of future development in Star Citizen right now. We desperately need server meshing. It's probably going to be the main theme of this year's season content. It is to be expected along with Squadron 42, and it needs to come, right? They've been telling us about Pyro for years. We cannot have new star systems without server meshing. We were on the road to server meshing. We had content about server meshing on official content from Jared, right, at the beginning of the year. Do you guys maybe remember those meetings, right, about server meshing, where Benoit was actually there? With Turbulent as part of the Cloud Imperial groups of companies, our headcount will be over 1,100, making us one of the largest independent game developers in the world. Crazy, right? While this size and scales have enormous challenges, we're still looking to be a disruptive force in gaming, putting our community first and trying to do things differently, to innovate in all of our business areas and make the best of the freedoms that come with being outside of the usual consumer, retailer, publisher, creator paradigm, which stifles innovation and holds the industry back. Yeah, that's actually, this has been the staple of communication, right? This has been the raison d'etre of Cloud Imperial Games ever since the beginning. And it seems like, indeed, Turbulent has always been on par with Cloud Imperial Games when it comes to this vision and executing the vision too. As we approach some of our biggest milestones to date, we've never felt better equipped to realize the unprecedented ambition of Star Citizen and Squadron 42, especially now that we have added the firepower, talent, and decade of camaraderie from Turbulent to the fold, along with the best community of gamers in the world. Of course, thank you, CIG. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Except when we're making noise, right? CIG is on a unique journey, and the team at Turbulence have been with us every step of the way, sharing our relentless passion for making the best damn game universe ever. We could not be happier to welcome them in our families of studios. So basically now Turbulent is CIG Montreal. That's what it is, right? All right, I'm really excited to see that. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they are now going to fully put all of their forces in helping Cloud Imperial Games, but not just that, because these are very smart people who create technologies. Maybe CIG will be using their technologies and sell them to other game developers, sell them to other publishers. I mean, it would make sense, right? This could be a great stream of revenue from Cloud Imperial Games outside of Star Citizen, especially if one day revenue from backers starts to dwindle. It would be great to be selling those technologies to other games, and it's something that the whole gaming industry will benefit, including in the end gamers, right? I'm really glad that this is what happened. Again, as I said, I would like to have more details on the financials, on how this operation was made possible. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of this merger here between Turbulent and Cloud Imperial Games. Don't forget we got a giveaway this month, guys, thanks to Predator Mounts. We are giving away a Scorpius Antares if you're a Patreon or a YouTube member. Well, all you have to do is this: join our Discord channel and enter your name just like that. Also, you can join our video sharing contest for free. If you do so, well, one share is one entry, and the maximum entry gets you as many entries as the people who are becoming here Patreon or YouTube members. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Erad, and I will see you guys in the next one.